Yay, we're live. Happy new moon, everybody. And now we're good. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to give everybody a minute to jump on as emails are going out. I'm wondering how everyone is feeling. So let me know in the chat. I can see the chat already, so that's great. And I will let you know I do not happen to sleep well. I find that with new moons, I normally end up having a harder time sleeping with full moons, which isn't the norm. Normally, full moons are the ones that are more disruptive to our sleep because of the brightness of the moon itself. But for me, energetically, whatever reason, it's the new moons. The new moons be keeping me up sometimes. I hope you guys can hear me well enough. If not, let me know. I will sit closer to this microphone that's kind of off camera. And yeah, I'm going to hop into it. So to give you a brief overview as to what tonight is going to be like. Hello, welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. I'm going to give you a rundown as to what is happening, like real brief overview with what's happening with the energy of this new moon. Then we will cleanse our energy, cleanse the energy of the room. And then we will answer a few journal questions. In the last 10 minutes or so, I will send you Reiki. So that's what today is going to feel like. If you want to grab a pen and paper, tea, anything to help make this comfortable, anything for you to write with, go for it. I have my tea. I also lit one of my abundance candles. So this is one of the intention candles that I make. And I'm using this one tonight. So that's about it. Also, if you need Palo Santo sweetgrass cleansing spray, my cleansing spray, if you happen to have purchased it from me in the past, sage, anything like that to cleanse your energy, go ahead and grab it. If not, you can just imagine white light coming in, and I'll let you know how to do that when we get to that point. So no worry if you've never done it before, I'll walk you through it. And I think that's most of my spiel. There is a slight delay, and I keep saying this every single time I go live, probably because it frustrates me. But there is a little bit of a delay from what I'm saying when I'm saying it versus what you're seeing. So that's why sometimes I'll finally see something in a chat that for me felt like was a few seconds before, but for you feels like it's in real time. I don't know if that makes sense. Just know there's a delay sometimes. So that's about that. But please feel free, talk to me in the chat. We can make this interactive. And okay, that's it. That's all the intro. So what's happening with this energy with this new moon? So the new moon is happening in the sign of Scorpio. And this is a time where you may be experiencing sudden change. Some of it might be shocking. Change may not necessarily be bad either. Okay. Change can also be good. So just think of sudden things happening in your life, but you may be experiencing changes in your life in ways that you could have never expected before. So know that that is a real possibility. Open yourself up to it. Right now, you may be feeling frustration, impatience, feeling irritable or easily triggered or extra sensitive. This is a more volatile kind of energy, a chaotic energy. So this new moon isn't necessarily easy per se. So yes, with that too, and I see this often, be aware of the fact that people around you may be feeling that frustration, impatience, extra sensitivity, etc., easily triggered. So operating with a little bit more compassion and kindness right now can definitely work in your favor. You also may be experiencing hard choices during this new moon, feeling like you're between a rock and a hard place. Yes. But this is really a time to own your own path. Be true and authentic to your own self, right? Question what you're being told, question what you're telling yourself. Really start to think for yourself and figure out what you want to do and where you want to go without the influence of others, society, or fears of what others may think. This is a time to really Get into your core and listen to your heart and operate from your own authority and move from this own space within yourself. So this is a good time to take matters into your own hands and change things for yourself, really. So with this chaotic energy, allow yourself to move forward in a way that feels authentic for you as you listen to yourself. And don't worry about other people. People just talk, okay? People talk good, people talk bad, they talk. So just do what feels right for you. So that's about everything I'm going to share when it comes to this energy. There's a lot more going on, but I'm going to leave it to the astrologers to really explain it to you. If you want suggestions on astrologers to watch, let me know in the comments. I will let you know like my favorite people who I like to get a lot of insight from. So just leave a comment and I will respond. But now we're going to move into cleansing our energy and cleansing the energy of the space. If you do not have sage, Palo Santo, energy clearing spray, my energy clearing spray, sweetgrass, incense, if you're not able to burn anything, it's all good. All you need is to imagine white light coming in. So you can imagine white light coming in first around your body, cleansing your aura, and then you're going to imagine white light coming into the room. So I'm going to actually just light a Palo Santo stick that I have. So it's just going to take a quick second. And then I'm going to read to you something that I wrote to help with cleansing our energy even further. We're going to start off with cleansing the energy of our body. Just give me a moment. Okay. So with clearing your energy, I do ask that you always get the palms of your hands as well as the bottoms of your feet, as these are energy centers. And so as we start clearing our body, just give me one more second. Okay. I open my arms and embrace all aspects of myself. I allow any negative emotions to rise up within me and be transformed into beautiful, loving pink light. I am releasing all that is heavy, all that no longer serves me, my anger, my jealousy, my doubts, my worries, my judgments, my past, my failures, and anything else that weighs me down. I welcome in loving white and pink light to my heart space and allow it to fill my entire body from the top of my head to my toes. I am cleansed. I am lighter. I am free. I allow life to flow easily. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're going to move into cleansing the energy of our room. I'm going to stay seated so I can stay on camera, but you are welcome to get up and move around. Thank you, Air, Earth, Water, Fire, and Mother Gaia for supporting my life. This space is cleansed and divinely protected. I am supported. I am loved. All is safe. All is well. May the energy of this space bring peace to all those that enter. May the vibrations of love, healing, passion, and compassion fill me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now we're going to move into our journal questions. So with the journal questions, I am going to place them in the chat as well as talk to them with you here. So you can see them in the chat as well. If you need to grab some paper, pen, go ahead, go do that. You can also like grab an iPad, or I'm going to type in notes on my computer. So whatever feels best to you. So our first question is going to be, what have you recently learned about yourself? And so I want you to think about all of the realizations, whether they be big or small, that you have had over the past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, let's say, or longer. And just allow yourself to really get clear on who you are, right? Like, what have you learned about yourself? What are things or aspects of yourself that you didn't always embrace, but now you're starting to embrace? So let me throw this in the chat, and I'm going to play some music. We're going to take 3 minutes for this question. Hopefully that will be enough time. Let me just share my computer audio. Cool. Make sure I'm on Do Not Disturb. Cool. Okay. 3 minutes, questions in the chat. And just again, if you need the reminder, what have you currently learned about yourself? Hopefully that question was insightful for you. We're going to move on to our next question now. And if you're watching this on the replay, definitely feel free to hit pause and like skip and move about however you see fit. Our second question. I just want to give everybody a moment in case anybody was still writing. But What do you need to do to move forward to living as your most true, authentic self? So I want you to think about who you know you are, what you've learned about yourself, and what are the action steps that you could take in order to have yourself now be the most authentic version of you, like on a daily basis. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, let me know in the chat and I'll definitely explain more. And I just want to share a few answers from the first question. So before we start writing, I'm mentally stronger than I think I am. Yes, I love that. And I'm highly favored by the universe. Yes, I love that. Those realizations are like absolutely epic and so amazing. I'm so happy for both of you. Okay, next question. Can you guys hear outside? Hopefully not. Next question. What do you need to do to move forward to living as your most authentic self? With this one, we're going to take like about 2 minutes for it. And yeah, I'm going to start playing some music. Hopefully that song played louder for you guys than it did for me. If you need another minute, I'm going to be slow. So keep on writing. Sorry, I'm laughing at myself slurping my tea. Release my physical pain and discomfort. Just keep going, taking it one day at a time. Also, these are some excellent questions. Yay, I'm glad you like them. With this new moon, I wanted to create questions that are very introspective, as this is that time to, like put our hands on our heart and be like, what do I want right now? And listen to the answer. So that's also something that you can do if you want after we answer these questions. You can even do it when I'm sending you the Reiki. Maybe I'll bring it up again then. But I'm glad you're liking them. And yes, release your physical pain and discomfort. Yes, I truly hope that for you. If you are in the New York area, let me know, because I just found a new chiropractic doctor who does different types of chiropractic work, who's helped a lot of different people. And I would love to give you his info if that could help. Continue to lay strong new foundations, getting my money up in my new job. I've been unemployed for a while, so I can move out. so much love to you when it comes to you being unemployed. I was laid off almost a year ago, January 9th of 2023. So I understand being unemployed and what the market is like right now. And when you're unemployed, how now you have all the options, which can feel extremely overwhelming sometimes. So sending love to you on that for sure. For me, with this question, I'll share with you guys to move forward to living as my most, you're not in New York. Okay. Well, if you ever come to visit New York and stay for a little bit of time, I would actually hold on. So sorry, real quick, guys. It's a certain type of chiropractic work. I'm going to throw it in. I wasn't aware of this one before. I've seen, for you guys who don't know, because a lot of you guys don't know my background per se, I started seeing holistic doctors when I was like 6. So I've met a lot of different types of holistic healers and doctors and practitioners. I've been to California to see doctors in Jersey, but there's different doctors who do what he does around the country. He's one of 300. I can't spell. Okay. So this is what his is called. It's upper cervical chiropractic. It's a different technique. They don't adjust your back the same way. But anyway, I love if there's a doctor that I know of that can help somebody, I love to help bridge the gap and introduce you to them and them to you, because I've met so many different people that have helped me on my journey, and then your journey changes and you then see other people. But anyway, you're welcome. There's a lot of athletes go to this type of style. Like when I was in the office today, somebody from one of the hockey teams was there. So fun stuff. So on that note, if anybody ever wants a recommendation, if there's somebody that I know that can help you with something, I would love to just give you who I know. Amazing answers. Y'all are awesome. Okay, let's move to this next question. So our third question is going to be, how can you be more adaptable? And when I say this, first, take it to whatever comes to top of mind first for you. I also was thinking of it in the sense of, how can you be more adaptable to whatever it is that you're encountering right now? Like, let's say if you are experiencing sudden changes or anything that is chaotic or unexpected, how can you adapt in your life to these changes? So we're going to take 2 minutes for this question. I'm going to find a song, throw this question in the chat, and then let's get to writing. So many good answers by continually meditating and staying grounded, surrounded by the positive energies of the universe. I love that. Maybe by using appropriate affirmations, everything happens for me and not to me. Yes, especially if that's helpful for you. For myself personally, I need to stop holding in emotions. I need to feel them instead of shoving them down. Yes, I can totally relate to that too, of allowing emotions to just be processed rather than suppressed. For myself, trusting more in what is happening and just kind of experimenting with things, like trying different things with stuff and listening to my intuition more and just continuing to keep a grateful attitude. So I share those just in case if you're looking for other ways of being more adaptable and if any of those feel good for you. Remember, at the end of the day, this is what works for you. And like, if something works for you today, great. And then like, if it stops working tomorrow, then we do something different. You know, that's the adaptability. That's the flexibility. That's the, waking up and saying, I needed a bit more sleep, so I gave it to my body rather than forcing that strictness on ourselves in a way, like just kind of being adaptable with where we are. All right. Our next question, we're almost done with these questions and then we'll do some Reiki. So our next question is going to be, what is in your heart of heart? Like what is like truly in your heart that you truly desire? So this was that idea that I told you guys before of like putting your hands on your heart and listening to find out what it is that you want. So what is it in your heart of heart that you truly desire? What do you want most right now? We're going to take 3 minutes for this question. All of your answers are so beautiful. I hope all of those things come true for all of you. To be worry-free and live in the now, to meet and have a deep conversation with my soulmate, find my person, figure out the source of pain and discomfort and be free from it, live in a home that is safe and stable, enter your season of ease and thriving. Yes, yes, yes. I am seeing all of that happening for all of you and having it just come in the most beautiful way at the most perfect time. And yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining. I'll share with you guys. For myself personally, in my heart of heart, I truly desire to help thousands of people heal in whatever way that they need the healing, like to be here to be that light for them, and also to work full time for myself. Like, I really don't care to go back to a corporate 9-to-5 job. Like, just not really feeling it. So I'm not quite sure how exactly I will fulfill working full time for myself, but I do know that making these videos for you guys, offering my one-on-one Reiki sessions, and running my candle business is a step in that direction. So I'm here to just keep on keeping it on, but truly my ultimate goal, which is why I became a health coach and why I was doing fitness coaching and why I became a Reiki master, I want to help somebody not take as long as it took me to find healing. And like, you guys don't fully, I keep saying this, you don't fully know all of my story, but I've had different health things that I had to overcome. And one day I was like at work, literally crying at my desk because I ate a salad and my stomach hurt so bad. So like, I've had to heal my stomach and like all of these things. And it's like, if I knew the things I know now, then I would have saved so much time, so much money, so much effort, so many tears. And I want to be that for people now. Like, I want to just show up and be like, hey, one, you can heal. It's going to be okay. Like, we're going to get through it. Takes a little bit of time, but in the span of everything, it just becomes a blip. And there's all these different avenues and different things that you can explore. And like, just I have this resource, like this knowledge of all these different ways that you can heal. Just a matter of which one is calling to you right now, right? So, and then with Reiki in itself, that is healing. So yeah. Only direction is forward. Only direction is forward. Only direction is forward indeed. You right on that. Okay, last question. Let's get to it. So we're going to write to the new moon, asking for guidance, support, sharing whatever it is that you want to bring in during this time, whatever it is that you might need help with, that you're dealing with, any changes that you've been going through, any clarity that you're looking for within yourself, like literally anything of anything of anything. Chat with the moon. And for that, we're going to take, let's do another like 3 minutes. So let me throw this question in the chat and let's get to writing. Thank you all for sharing your answers to your questions with us. It's so great. Support and guidance to heal your stomach issues and the rest of your body. With stomach issues, because I've experienced it. I don't know if you've heard of Anthony Williams, but he's a fun place to start if you are capable of drinking celery juice. I do recommend it if you can have it. Sometimes it is a little bit too intense at first. Also, aloe is really good for the stomach. And there was a product that I used to take. I'm forgetting the name of it, but it was like a aloe-based product that was really helpful. Yeah, guidance to heal your stomach issues and the rest of your body, to heal your physical body in order to live out intentional habits of purpose and discernment from what those intentions and habits mean. Help with fatigue and exhaustion. Yes, yes, yes. I wish for all of those things for you all tonight. And as I send the Reiki, I will definitely keep all of them top of mind. And you can also ask for healing for those things as well as I send the Reiki. So on that note, let's talk about the Reiki and just get yourself comfortable for it. So my normal videos, I don't give you guys my spiel. Thank you, New Moon. Thank you. Give me the support, guidance, becoming the best and most authentic version of myself. Yes, yes. And may you figure out how to surf the best waves during the lunar cycle. So in my normal videos, I create them as I want you to just start playing the video and immediately get into the meditation. I don't do an intro because I don't want the extra words. I literally want to just be like, you're here and you're meditating. So I never tell you guys my Reiki spiel until we're on live, which a few of you have been here on live with me before. So I know you know this, but just bear with me for anybody who's new who sees this. Reiki is an energy healing modality in which energy is sent via the hands. I'm not the one doing this healing. I'm just channeling it through. So the Reiki energy is going to talk to your soul and it's going to flow wherever it is that you need it, emotionally, spiritually, physically, karmically, mentally, like anywhere. It's going to help heal you. And it has its own mind, like it just knows where to go within you to flow. So how do you know that you're receiving Reiki? And this is the case when you watch my other videos. And right now, when I'm here on live with you, you may feel tingling in your hands, your feet, other places in your body. You might feel as if there's a wave of energy coming over you. You may feel cool sensations. You may feel warm sensations. You might have to like gulp hard. Your stomach might start to like gurgle and bubble. The stomach and the gurgling normally happens to practitioners, but sometimes that happens to the people laying down. You may see shapes, you may see colors, you may have emotions or thoughts pop up into your mind. You might feel as if you're traveling to different places. But yes, you might just feel something in your body that just feels like relaxing, soothing, calming. If you do have pressure anywhere, you might feel it, and then you might feel like the release of it. When you get Reiki, it is different every single time for every single person. So with those of you who've been here on live with me before, like you'll notice this time it might feel different. It is really about like whatever it is you need in that moment, what's happening. So with the Reiki, you're able to lay down or stay seated, up to you. I do recommend grabbing a blanket if you get chilly because you want to be warm and comfortable. Tonight, I am going to use one of my new crystals, which is Titanite. And I love it. You guys saw it in a most recent video. This one helps with opening the crown, third eye, and the heart chakra. When I saw it and I picked it up at first, like it immediately was tingling in my hand. So I was like, I have to get it. So I'll bring that in to you during this Reiki session. And yeah, that's pretty much my spiel. So I will keep the things that you all mentioned in mind. And if there's anything else that you want, please just set that intention within your mind right now as you get comfortable. And you can close your eyes with this. When we're done, you'll hear my voice. You'll hear the music go off and you'll hear my voice come back. So I'll bring you back. And worst comes to worst, if you fall asleep, you'll have a great night's sleep. So don't you worry. So I'm going to start playing music. You're just going to start taking some nice, slow, deep breaths coming into this moment. And I will let you know when we're done. you can slowly start to become aware of your body, gently wiggling your fingers and toes, coming back into this moment, taking a deep breath and maybe a quick stretch. And then when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes and fully come back. Because I just sent you Reiki healing, I do ask that you drink some water, as this will help with the healing that you received. And you actually probably feel thirsty. So just have a little bit of water. And if you guys ever want to have a deeper healing, I do offer the one-on-one private Reiki sessions. I also have a quiz on my website now that you can go answer like 6 questions just to gain a little bit more clarity as to if a Reiki session would be good for you. And when you do that, you get a 25% off code. So I do recommend taking the quiz because you can save 25% off on a session with me. When I do a session, I am on Zoom like this with you. So you get to see me, talk to me. I will talk with you about other topics, like, and anything that comes up, I will share and answer any questions that you have for me. So that's just another way if you ever want to work with me one-on-one. And then, as you guys know, I always talk about my candles, but the holidays are coming up. So if you need any gift ideas, these are some really good ones. This is the abundance candle that's like halfway done. There's 2 hidden crystals in it. So if you guys are interested in candles, definitely check out the links in the description. If not on this one, then like my normal videos. I don't think I put much on this video. I don't remember. But if there's anything you want to share in the chat, feel free. I don't want to like cut us off. I just know there's a delay. I'm talking to y'all. And also, I don't want to like take you out of the Reiki feel too much. So I don't want to necessarily talk a ton. But if you have questions, I'm 100% here to answer anything from tonight. You are very, very, very welcome. And don't forget Anthony Williams, if you haven't tried that yet. But yeah. All right. On that note, I'm going to hop off. If you have any questions that pop up after I sign off, again, drop it in the comments. I will answer. It is only me answering or responding to anything on my channel. So yeah, so you have a direct line to me through the comments. And I think that's pretty much all that I have. Just remember to take some deep breaths, have some compassion and some patience and understanding as the energy feels chaotic. But allow yourself to just be as fluid as you can be right now during this time and keep holding on to that vision and that desire that you're looking to embody. What do I think is the crucial difference between soul, spirit, and consciousness? Well, that is a pretty deep question. You are very welcome, Nikki Rose. The crucial difference between soul, spirit, and consciousness. Yeah, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. Much love to you too. So I think your question depends on the context. So I believe we all have a soul, but depending on how you use the phrase, I think you can use soul and spirit interchangeably. But then if you use the context of that person has this type of spirit, or using spirit in the word of like mood, like they're in a happy spirit or like a happy mood, I think then that can be the differentiation between the two. But personally, I would say that your spirit and your soul could be very similar. Like when I think of a soul, I like to think of the energetic essence that is within, or my body is holding this energetic soul essence. That's what I like to think of with soul. When I think of spirit, I think of something similar, but then sometimes with spirit, I think of, like I said before, like this person is in this kind of mood. Um, and then with consciousness, so I don't know if you've ever read Power versus Force by David Hawkins, which is a good read. And Esther Hicks talks about this a little bit in her, or Esther, aka Abraham Hicks, talks about this a little bit in her book when she goes through the she has a ladder of different emotions and like the level when you go from this emotion up. um I think consciousness, I equate it to awareness in a way, and kind of our depths. And I think we can operate at different energy levels. And I would say that energy frequency levels can sometimes correlate to our consciousness levels, but I would say we can go back and forth between things. And then I would throw our emotions in there. So, like, we could have an emotional reaction that might reduce, the level that we're operating in energetically. This is more of like a David Hawkins book than like the essence of pure consciousness. But on the flip side, like I would say your soul could also be consciousness too. Like, I don't know if I would say that there is a difference necessarily between soul, spirit, and consciousness, depending upon the way in which you're referring to those terms. So that might have been a disappointing answer. But these are just my opinions. Everybody has different opinions on stuff. And I would just say whatever belief works for you when it comes to the differences you think between the three of them that resonate with you. And those are the ones that matter the most. That's, and having the opportunity for it to evolve and grow as you learn more. Yeah, the differences are definitely vague. Like, sorry, you have me hung up on consciousness. I'm just like, with consciousness, yeah, definitely definitely a question. Like, just when I think of consciousness, I don't necessarily correlate to our soul. I think of consciousness as like we move in and out of it, but in a way, yeah, I don't know. I think that's the question I have. Let me know if you have other ones. How to continue supporting yourself tonight. Um, I like the idea of sitting in a meditative state with your hands on your heart and just asking yourself different questions, whether it be, what do I need to know right now? What is it that I want the most? What is it that I need healing for? And then listening to the answers that come to you. If you struggle with meditating, I like to watch a candle flame sometimes. It helps me, or like play um, music in the background, binaural beats types of sounds. So they're triggering, whether it be, you can play like alpha, theta, delta, hertz music is one style of that type of music that can trigger you into like an alternative state in a sense through the frequency of the sound. So I definitely like that. I would also say journaling tonight could be really helpful. I don't know if you happen to pull cards, but like I always love doing a new moon spread. So if you go on Instagram or Pinterest or whatever and you type like Scorpio New Moon tarot spread or oracle spread, you could definitely find a lot of ideas there. Um, but yeah, I think it just depends on what it is that you're looking for. My favorite manifestation technique and what I find works best in my life is getting into a grateful place, like just finding the joy within myself and within my life, and then feeling as if I have the thing that I'm looking for. And so I have started doing best case scenario journaling recently, in which I would journal as if the things I wanted to have happened have already happened. And when I was doing that, it might not have been the exact things that I was writing, but like things were just happening. So tonight being a new moon is always really good for new beginnings and new intentions. So you can definitely, write down and get more clarity on what it is you want to bring forth and create within the next 2.5 weeks or however long, right? With this next, like normally the lunar cycle is like 2.5 weeks until we have the full moon. And then we have the full moon. So that's like the full lunar cycle. And then you have the next new moon. So just gaining clarity on that. And then also if you set your intentions on what it is that you want, I think the next question is always, well, what are the steps I need to take to get me to what I want? And then figuring out how to actually like do that and live it. So like keeping our energy opening in order to receive whatever it is that we're looking to bring in and manifest, but also taking the action steps to get us to it as well. Like I think there's a blend between the two. So hopefully those were enough ideas: journaling, meditating, listening to music, doing cards tonight, feeling as if you already have what it is that you want, drinking more water. If you want to take a bath, you can take a bath too. Those are really healing. Just being in the water in itself is incredible. So hopefully that one of those resonate with you. Whatever of those that I listed that gets you really excited, go for it. If there's something else that I didn't list that you really wanted to do that you were thinking about doing, go for that. So hopefully that helps. I also seen a ritual earlier today. Like somebody took 3 coins, put them in a jar, and put salt on top of them. So like there's a whole bunch of other like rituals on like TikTok and stuff too that you could check out. It just depends on what you are into and what you like the most. Okay. Any other questions before I hop off? I love talking with you guys. So this is great. Thank you. Think we might be good. This delay kills me. I wish everything was just in more real time. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I'm glad the 9 o'clock time slot seemed to work even better for you guys. So I will definitely offer that again in the future to do something later. My day today too is just a little bit hectic, but it seems like late night stuff is what y'all like. So I will definitely continue to give that as an option, and definitely check below if you are interested in private Reiki or if you're interested in candles. And I don't know if you guys saw, I keep posting that link for the bracelets that I've been wearing. They're amazing. If you are looking for bracelets, you can save too with like my code on there. But thank you. Y'all don't understand. Truly, like when I say thank you all for being here in the comments, like I'm truly so grateful that you choose my video to watch and you leave a comment and that I get to send healing and you're receiving it wherever you are in the world. And like your support matters beyond what you could ever imagine. So from the bottom of my heart, like truly, thank you. Thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for being here. And I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Happy new moon. Have a wonderful night. Bye.